Hey YouTube, it's Robert, and in this video we're going to be installing some cabinet hardware on these recently installed cabinets. We're going to be putting in both some pulls and some knobs, so I'll show you the few tools that we're going to need to do this job, make it a little bit easier, and the quick and easy process to install these. So in terms of determining the placement of our cabinet hardware, we're going to be using both a tape measure as well as this cabinet hardware jig, which is going to make it just a little bit easier for us. Not absolutely necessary, but it definitely helps to speed up the process if you have multiple cabinets to do. So we'll go ahead and start with our drawer pulls that we're going to install on our drawer fronts, which will be horizontal, and then we're also going to install these vertically on our utility cabinet. So starting with our first drawer, we're going to go ahead and find our center point. We can see our drawer front measures right at 20.5 inches. So our halfway point is going to be 10.25. We're going to make our pencil mark right on the top of the drawer front. And our drawer front height is 6 3/4. So we're going to go to 3.5 and then back off 1/8 of that. 3.5 being half of 7, and we have 3/4 of an inch that we're shy of that. So we're going to split that difference to be at the 1/8 less than 3.5. So you can see from the bottom we have roughly the same measurement that we have from the top. So you can see here we have our hardware jig. We have this cut out in the arrow here so that we can see where our pencil mark is on our center line. And then we have the ability to slide this up and down so we can move the center point on the front of our cabinet drawer. And our jig can be flipped if we want to use centimeters versus inches. And then on our top part, we have both the centimeters and the inches on the same side. Here will be our little center point that we can use to locate our hole in the front of the drawer. And these other two holes will be lined up with our cabinet hardware so that we can see where we'll actually need to punch the holes for the handles. So as you can see, we have our little triangle cut out on both sides so that on our cabinet top side we can center to see where our pencil mark is. Once we have it centered up here, we've also got our hole now centered down below, and we have the center point at the 0-inch mark. It counts to the left and to the right so that our left and right holes that we're going to be using for our handle we can make sure are the same distance from that center. Then we will use our other little punch tool to give a little perforation for kind of our starting hole for our drill. Now, based off the hardware that we're going to use, we want to make sure that our left and our right side both are lined up with these holes, which we can check by looking through there, making sure that those are lined up. And then we want to make sure that we have the same measurements on both the left and right side from our center point. Now with our jig all sorted out, we go ahead and take our little punch tool here. I'm going to punch our little holes in place. And that gives us our two little marks that will help to guide our drill just a little bit when we get started to drill our holes. And with our correct drill bit, we're going to go ahead and drill through those holes that we just punched. Now we can go ahead, put our handle on the front, screws are going to go through the back, and we are ready to go. Because I'm going through both the inside of this cabinet box as well as the slab front, I'm going to need a longer screw to actually go all the way through and then lock into my hardware. So I switched out the shorter bolts for the 1 3/4 so that I can get all the way through here to lock in my hardware. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to install our first handle. And so now we have our first handle installed operating as it should and perfectly centered on our drawer front. And after we've installed that first one, we've already got our cabinet jig set up. So all of our drawer fronts that we're going to be installing handles on, we only have to set it up for the one time. And then all we're going to have to do is measure our center point for each additional drawer front. And we already have this set up to place it exactly where it needs to be. Our vertical install is going to be even easier. And basically we just need to decide where we want to place it. I want the bottom of my handle here to be roughly, if I was to draw a diagonal line from corner to corner, to be right in the middle. And then I'll use my jig to have a second hole set to align my handle. So we can measure it with the tape measure again, or I can actually use my jig here, going from my center hole to the inside portion of here at 1 1/4 inch, and then down from my center hole to the top of this plate, another 1 1/4 inch. You can see that that plate sits right at the 1 1/4 inch line. And if I do the two of those together, I have this locked in really well. Once we have our first hole lined up on our pencil mark, and you can see my plate stops at 1 1/4 inch and 1 1/4 inch at this top plate here. But my hardware, I'm only now measuring one direction. So knowing I have a 5-inch hardware, I should be able to measure and have this spaced at the 0 mark and the 5-inch mark up here for our hardware to be perfectly in place. Once I've marked and punched my little starting holes, I'll drill through and attach my hardware from the back. This time I can use my shorter bolts that were included with the hardware because I'm only going through the thickness of the door. Then I will simply flip over my jig and do the exact same thing for my bottom doors. And now we're going to put knobs on the rest of our doors. We've already got our cabinet jig set up for that first corner hole. So the only difference is we don't need that second hole anymore for the handle. So we can remove that second slot. And now we're only worried about that first hole on our jig. When in doubt, we can still measure out every door and pencil mark it to make sure it's lining up with the hole correctly. Easier to double check that before we start drilling into our doors. But our jig should be ready to go, and we can just flip it left and right as we need, depending on the orientation of each door. And our knobs we can twist on from the front. We can hold our screwdriver in place on the back side and just twist with our hand on the front until we get it nice and tight. And we'll just repeat that process for all of our remaining doors. So that's all there is to it. With the help of that cabinet hardware jig, this becomes a very approachable project, and one of the best ways that we can really change the look of some existing cabinets that maybe just need a little bit of a refresh can be for us to add hardware if we didn't have any on the cabinets before, or to change up the hardware. And with all the colors and styles available on hardware, it's a very fast and easy way for us to give our cabinets a little bit of a different look without going to the extent of either replacing them or even staining or painting them. And in my next video, I'll be showing how I stained and finished this butcher block countertop before installing it on these new cabinets. And if you'd like to see how I assembled and installed the cabinets themselves, I also have videos already up on my channel so that you can view those. So be sure to like this video if it helped you, and subscribe to my channel if you would like to see some of those other videos along with any of your remodel related content. And again, my name is Robert, and I'm here to help with all your home related needs. So until next time, happy remodeling and have a great day.